broadcasts. Remember how we were celebrating the commissioning of INS Vikrant. Now, politics over that very thing has started brewing. Now, after Congress's Jairam Ramesh has said that credit for this great achievement must be given to previous governments as well, BJP has now hit back, saying that it was inevitable for the Congress party to get into this credit war. My colleague Maria Shakil now joins me on the broadcast. Maria, Congress wants a share in the pie when it comes to INS Vikrant and the commissioning of this huge warship. Now, there is ample hitback that has come in from the BJP now.
Yes, that's right. And the politics over it will only escalate because they should get a fair share of credit.
We seem to have lost that link. All right, Maria, yes, you're back with us. Please go ahead.
So the fact is that it is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who commissioned the first indigenous aircraft carrier, which is INS Vikrant. This is, of course, the largest ship ever built in India's maritime history. And as far as the facts are concerned, whatever Congress party may claim, the fact is that it has been commissioned under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's tenure. And he has pitched for Atmanirbhar Bharat, for making the defense forces and other various departments of the government of India self-sufficient, self-reliant becomes crucial. And it's keeping with that spirit of or self-reliance, and of course, even in defense sector, focusing on how indigenously built aircraft or indigenously built, INS Vikrant becomes part of the naval fleet, is something that has been a part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's ideas and vision. So whatever the opponents of the Prime Minister may say, whatever the UP government may say, representatives like of Jairam Ramesh and others may say, the fact is that it has been done under Prime Minister's regime. And he fully understands the complexities and the neighborhood challenges, particularly to do with China and its maritime might. And India is now, trying to really counter the might of China and giving them an equal measure. And this is what this, commissioning of INS Vikrant symbolizes.
Absolutely. Nasir Hussain of the Congress party is also now joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Hussain, there is a response now from the BJP claiming that the Congress was, but of course, going to do that. This war over credit was very, very imminent. However, this is something that they are making a snide remark against the Congress party. This is something that cannot really be given to the Congress because obviously it has happened under the regime and probably under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
See, I think one thing with the Bharatiya Janata Party, their leaders and Mr. Narendra Modi himself forget is that most of the developmental projects, works that have started during the previous government or the previous regimes, whether it was the Congress government or the Vajpayee government or some other government which were started, then obviously there will be continuity. Obviously, someone has to, or the incumbent government will have to complete it. You cannot stop a project midway. So once that is completed, one cannot take complete credit for the for that entire project. Okay, you are there as a Prime Minister, you are there as a government, you will have to continue, and obviously you have completed it. You take the credit, but at the same time, the credit should also go to those governments and regimes and Prime Ministers.
Mr. Hussain, but don't you think, we should have just gone ahead and celebrated INS Vikrant rather than just sparring over credits? Let's leave it at that and shift focus to another story that we continue to track on the broadcast right here on CNN News 18.